Hello everyone. Today I am in Anduin, but this Anduin is actually on a machine. But we're not gonna talk about Anduin today, but we're gonna talk about another distro that mimic a famous operating system. Uh, of course, Anduin mimic Microsoft Office, except it is actually better. And we have the menu here. But I actually went and I installed app menu extension, which allow me to, which will show how different these have to be pinned. But this is the actual menu here. You have to scroll down. While this app menu extension that you can install on any GNOME, and it will allow you to use category and very fast. Let's say I want to go games, I can find games really fast, you know? So anyway, that's a side point. So here in boxes, I installed in a virtual machine PearOS. I installed PearOS, and let's hope it's not dead. Come on. Uh-oh. That's not good. Was on before. Okay, well, maybe it went to sleep. So let's hope it will work out. I installed PearOS. Actually, originally I wanted to install PearOS on a maybe I think the latest laptop I refurbished, just for the heck of it, because it is not a stable OS, you know, and especially it's not even a stable. It's not stable on I won't recommend it. I won't say it's not stable. It is. It's okay, I guess. Here we go. Just loading. It is okay, well, maybe it's not gonna work. But it is come on. Thinking. That was it is. But it is an OS that look exactly like Apple. I always been poor, so I really never had an Apple product, and I never bought into it, even when what his name was alive. Oh geez, so this was shut down. Oh, that's forced to turn on again. Okay. So even when what's the guy name? I forgot his name. The Apple guy. Even in the mid 2000s, when Apple was very famous brand, or 2000, yeah, no, early 2000s. No, and mid 2000s, I guess. That's 20 years ago, but even at that time, I never was a fan. So but anyway, so yeah, it's one of the frustrating thing about it. It will give you the pop-ups. Okay, what happened to the menu? It's loading up. Okay, so it's like thinking. Gonna close this. We're gonna close this. It's gonna give you these no matter what. Gonna close out of this. Okay. So here is the menu. Here, this is the file menu. This is you edit, you think, undo, redo, whatever. I don't know. I really. Here, you know, these are for. You know, this also reminds me of Windows Budgie. If you want something that is stable, that look like Apple, it's a good idea. I mean, you can use GNOME, look like Apple, and you can make GNOME do this, but you can use Budgie. The latest, I tested Windows Ubuntu Budgie, and it even have that flat surface, so like even old vintage Apple. But nevertheless, so This Apple is based on Arch, so don't expect like extreme stability. And it is, I think it is like, maybe it worked better on a Apple hardware. I don't know. No, I never owned an Apple hardware. Never had desire to do so, because they are because they are the first people to solder things on. You know, where you can't upgrade anything. So, and I think that especially the new ones, I think all of them are most likely soldered on. But the system is really like a budgie. So it is you can shut down, shut off, system setting. And your system setting, you have your Wi-Fi, you have your Bluetooth, you have the battery. You know, we are in virtual machine. Wallpaper. Have wallpaper. Okay. So I guess we have. I thought we have more than one. Oh, it died. It died on us. Maybe. Oh, here we go. I guess maybe because we are in a virtual machine. However, I wanna say we are running on a old machine as usual. We are running on a Dell Precision M4800 with dedicated GPU. And I think I have it on. I gave this virtual machine. Look at this, how big. Now it got bigger by itself. And this is, I think this is a. This is cool. I don't know if it does that by itself or on a virtual machine, or if, or if it's just because, or it does that normal. I don't know, but that's a cool trick. Whirl it around, get bigger. Okay, well, okay. I should focus on the stuff. So here is, guess we have wallpaper. I'm gonna go. We have now it show different kind of wallpaper. Okay. And well, maybe I should do this. Okay, now let's close this. Now let's go to setting. I am sensing something different, weird in the setting. So now let's go to wallpaper. See? You know what that does. So I guess I don't know if it's not rendering things. Oh, let's hope this is because of the virtual machine. These glitches are because of the virtual machine. You know, even though I gave it enough RAM, and it is there's a lot of juice in the CPU and all this, but yeah, nevertheless. So this is like, if you wanna, why you wanna use this? At first, let's answer this question. You wanna use this for what's the word I wanna use? Shits and giggles. You wanna use this for because you want your machine to be, you know, let's say you have Microsoft or Google Chromebook or Microsoft Surfer. You just want to put like what appears to be Apple product on it. That's one way. The other way, of course, if you have an old Apple laptop or a computer, you can probably use this to revive it up to a point, but I don't, this is bloated. I don't think if you have very weak machine this will work. Let's look at we looked at the top panel. The budgie, I want to say, if you want to go with something stable, go with budgie. The budgie have a menu here, which is more really, I think Apple also had the menu here when you click to open a menu here. But here they have like a GNOME style menu. and this is where you find your apps. It's called App Launcher, and you have the category here. You can click on them. So in many ways, this menu is better than the Windows or Windows-like menu like we had before. So those are not pinned. Those are all your application, but you have category, which is cool because whatever you want to pin, you can pin them to the dock, you know. So unlike the like Anduin and you know, Style or of course Microsoft. So anyway, so that's one thing. You have, of course, you have a terminal. I just want to say this is based on R, so Pac-Man. So you want to update and upgrade. I made the mistake. I put sudo app install. You know, update sudo app upgrade, and it like stalled on me. I said, what the heck? I said that, and then I looked it up actually. I didn't look it up before. Or maybe I did, but I didn't remember. So, you know, so we have something called contact. And, you know, this is like to save information. I thought that's cool, especially if it's local. That's really cool. You can keep a dedicated place for contact, you know, so they have John Doe and Jane Smith. Instead of the Jane Doe and John Smith, they have them backward. They are work, so you can add work, family. I thought that's a cool app. It's good to keep it in an app. This way, you know, like if you write contact in a file, and if you move the file, delete the file, you know, this is much better. You know, that's actually, I give them that, so that's good. What I don't like is the buttons here, which is like the Apple buttons. I like to do them this way, but anyway, they have it here. Map, that is, I am not big of, I know many people, and like this machine that we are filming on, on the other drive I have Linux Mint, and it have that ability to make web apps. I don't know if this is a web app or a native app, but I am kind of not a big, as somebody who does a little bit of software development, I rather have them all in my browser. But that's just me. Maybe because I'm old. I'm used to things the same. So this is the flow. So this is the flow. You have pinned apps, and you can, like, of course, right click and configure pair dock. That's okay. Oh. Oh, you have to turn it on, I guess. Then you can right click and unpin. You unpin it. I close it. See, this is the weird thing. If I close it, doesn't go away. Then I close it here, it go away. But like here, see what I mean? So let's go here. You know what the heck is this? Oh no, this is like for music. Okay now. So let's go here. Terminal. Now I'm gonna pin it into taskbar. Now I'm gonna close it. And see, when you close it, doesn't close. You have to go here and close it to put it to sleep for good. But it stayed closed. So what else? So there's a little glitches. So like if you open something, you close it, it will still show. I don't know if it's show or it's still opened under the hood. You know, but you close it, then it will close. So that is kind of a weird system, but maybe the system is not perfect. And you expect this from smaller distros. You know, this is not that's why I don't think this is a distro for an everyday use, you know. If I remember, like, this is a recreation, the PearOS. I think it used to exist before. It was based on GNOME, and now it's based on KDE, which is, that's why also, probably that's why it glitch a lot, you know. But, and you know, so like it's kind of like a, maybe it's an old but a new project, probably have different developers and everything. So and it is not really, this is meant for looks, and it's maybe it worked good on real Apple hardware, maybe. So, but if you have real Apple hardware, I will install like Ubuntu or Budgie, especially Budgie, if you want like experience closer to real Apple. But even, but like, to be honest, just put like normal Ubuntu. That will work, because Ubuntu with non-traditional machines, Ubuntu have an edge. Like a machine that is usually doesn't run Linux, Ubuntu have an edge if the machine is strong enough and big enough, you know. Like, you can't install Ubuntu on a Chromebook with 15 gig of solid state drive, but if you have, like, you know, a Chromebook with 100, you know, gigabyte of hardware, of hard drive, yeah, you can install stuff like that, and it will work fine on these things. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, let's look at what is it? They have basically mail, client. I like this app, so to-do list. Also another note. Geez, so many notes. And this is the App Store. Let's look at the App Store. They have to sync your phone, I think. The App Store. Let's look at the App Store. I guess just a normal. They have Google, I guess. That's good. Oh no, yeah, forgot when we turned the LibreOffice, Zoom. Those are like the major. I like that they show the major apps that people install and they just pin them here. That's actually a good move, and hopefully it shows that they don't have to install them then try to find dependencies on them, because I think they are installed in the normal format, Pacman format. I'll tell you where it come from, the URL. Yeah. Discover, let's look. Oh, it's not bad. To be honest, it's not really bad. Oh, you can update through here. I already updated through whatever. Oh, update the NVIDIA. Maybe I'll update the NVIDIA. I'll update the NVIDIA at the end of the video. I don't want the computer crash. But it did see the NVIDIA. But at least it does allow you to see the NVIDIA. What else? That is it. Let's wrap it up. So these, you know, these distros always iffy. That's why I give prop to Anduin. And I want to show actually the power of GNOME here in the few minutes. So we're gonna go here. I installed, what did I install? I installed the old task manager, the monitoring system. I didn't want to see that new Ubuntu one. Okay, I installed extension manager and extensions. Let's go open extensions. And I installed, I'm gonna show what to do. Let's go and I'm gonna show the power of GNOME here. I'll do this, and I'm gonna add dash to dock. Look at that. Let's make it bigger. Setting. No, sorry, I'm froze. My brain is frozen. Here we go. Now I basically have this is the power of GNOME. So now this Arduino OS really acts like GNOME on Ubuntu, you know. So this is really look exactly like Ubuntu. Hey, but look, I kept the old one. I forgot to discard the old. So this is the cool thing about Ubuntu. This is how they made it. Basically, when the process, what they did, they actually what is it? Ubuntu had this. They had this dash to dock. They deleted it, and now with its delete, and they added the arch menu, and now this is how it's supposed to be. So this is how GNOME starts. So that's plain GNOME, and they just added things. And you can do the same setting, you know, you can with the you know, and you can really do a lot of wallpaper, you know. And you can just set things up, and you end up with a system that look like Windows in this case, except better because they have the menu, a real menu here, but that is stable because it is GNOME. So I think the PearOS people probably made little bit of a mistake going with the KDE, modified KDE. GNOME is probably better, but that is it for this video. And you know, if you feel adventurous, maybe you will, and you have an extra machine, you can try it, you know. But from the little I mean, I did try to test the PearOS before, so from my limited experience, it's not ready. That distro is not ready, but it is definitely different, and that's the cool thing that we have in Linux. We can have distros that we can change ourselves, or we can install and run. And mostly free of charge. Okay, and that is it. You guys have a good day.